Another important feature of the community was the harmonious ethnic and racial relations that prevail there. Many African American families settled in the Wyndham, Seattle Street area of North Allston at an early date, drawn to the location chiefly by the railroad-related job opportunities that existed in the nearby Beacon freight yards, as well as elsewhere in the neighborhood.
This was a nice little community, very ethnic, and we really get along very nicely. We have some, right here in this one block, there's across the street, there's an Asian. The second house is an Asian. Next door, they're Irish. And on the corner, they're Irish. And we are Black Americans.
Right. Has it always been like that here?
Yes, in Allston it has been.
This ethnic and racial harmony characterized local athletic teams, like the Harvard Juniors. Ethnic diversity was perhaps most marked in the North Brighton section of the community. The profusion of Irish, Italian, Lithuanian, Polish, and Jewish names that appear here illustrate the extent to which the northern part of Allston-Brighton served as an ethnic and religious melting pot. At the heart of the district on Holton Street stood what was arguably the neighborhood's most important social institution, the beautiful St. Anthony's Roman Catholic Church and its rectory. Many local children also attended St. Anthony's Parochial School, situated on a parcel of land adjacent to the church.
The place was teeming with kids. You could hear them playing in the afternoons and the evenings, and you'd see them walking to school like I did. And you went to local schools in those days, so it was all a family atmosphere. And we had, a public school next to a parochial school and a church. There's a Hill Memorial Baptist Church here. St. Anthony's was always the dominant church because there was a lot of Catholics living in the area, made up of Irish, Italian, some Polish, Lithuanians, black people, and what have you. So, it was a real diverse neighborhood.
Yeah.
But the predominant religion was Catholic, and St. Anthony's Church had a dominant role as far as being the sphere of influence, let's say, in the neighborhood.
Just to the east on nearby Athol Street stood the local public school, the Thomas Garden School, named for a local hero of the American Revolution. Much of the social life of the North Allston community revolved around these key institutions.
The minstrel show is it's a show that was started actually to build this school back in the early 1900s, late 1800s. The parish wanted to build a school, and they said, how can we raise the money to do it? Back then, minstrel shows were very popular, and they started to run a minstrel show. So that's morphed and progressed and did different things throughout the course of time to what it is today. And what it is today is a bunch of community people. There's about 10 of us, call themselves the Cast from the Past, that come together every year and still put the show on for the kids. It's gone. Before that was another gentleman from the community who kind of picked it up from Ed Rooney, who was a professional professional that came in to run the show, and he used to run like 10 others throughout the city of Boston and Quincy. When we were kids, he used to go around running basically the same shows everywhere.
By 1930, many of the streets of North Allston were lined with handsome middle and upper class residences. At the heart of this community, whose main thoroughfares were flanked with industrial and commercial enterprises, arose one of the most attractive and vibrant residential neighborhoods in Boston.
Hooker Street at the time was a great mix. Our house was a two-family house, and each side had 6 20-somethings in it. So it was this crazy house of 12 kids, and then the rest of the street was all It was all families and it was all older people. And it was great, and I loved it, and I met all of our neighbors, and they were very tolerant of us, and we would help them and shovel people's walks, and some have block parties, and sort of try to bring everyone together. And we felt very conscious that we were the only kid house, and we wanted to make sure that everyone liked us and respected us, and that we weren't going to be a problem, and we weren't. We were good.